Come forward. Speak to me. We're all students of Darth Revan, and I enjoy the company of initiates. I remember when I was like you. I remember my trials and the joy of killing in the Master's name. You're so fortunate.
I don't need a cult leader to tell me when or whom to kill.
Neither did I, but you'll find that killing as a Revanite is more fulfilling. I'm Ladra. Once the personal assassin of a Sith Lord, I am now the serene protector of the Master and his students. I contemplate Revan's teachings as I execute intruders and heretics. But I also guide initiates and help determine their trials.
How did a disturbed woman like you acquire so much power?
Disturbed? I'm the product of Darth Revan's teachings and the Master's instruction. My mind is clear, as yours will soon be. Every Revanite's initiation includes a trial of the past, a rite to bind the initiate to Revan. Your rite will be very special. You will find the mask of Darth Revan, what he wore after becoming Sith. It's a powerful symbol of his greatness, long lost to us.
My talents lie in destruction, not relic hunting.
There's to be destruction, too. I can promise that. The mask is in a collection of antiquities possessed by my former teacher, the Sith Lord Grathan. It must be freed from that heretic, rescued in a rain of blood and death.
What a coincidence. I was on my way there.
I can't wait to start killing.
Speak to Torun, our curator. He'll give you the spiritual guidance you need and tell you where the mask is. When your journey's done, bring the mask to me. Good luck. Welcome the peace that comes with serving the Master.
Oh my gosh.
What have we got here? I wasn't expecting a visit from any initiates, but you're welcome to stay and talk, in any case. I'm Torun, devoted servant of the Master and student of Revan. What can I do for you?
You were also the guy from Dragon Age Origins, the DLC for the keep that the Warden has to take back. The guy who I find who has lived far longer than he was supposed to.
Ladra asked me to talk to you.
I should have known. I'm to ritually prepare you for finding Revan's mask, then. It's unnecessary. Ladra's devoted to the Revanites. She's also obsessed with that mask. Says it talks to her. Ladra wants the mask to represent everything Revan ever was, but he wasn't just Sith. Before his rebirth, he was both Sith and Jedi.
Whatever else Revan was, being a Sith is what led to greatness.
If you believe that, then why follow Revan at all? It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. What have
I could tell from talking to Ladra that she's lost her mind.
I'm glad you noticed. There is a fine line between worship and mindless obsession. It's tempting to seek answers in material objects. Ladra will use the mask to teach that Revan was a being of only darkness. I don't want that mask becoming our Order's sole focus. Bring it to me. I'll keep it safe among a few like-minded scholars.
What about my initiation?
I'm sure Ladra promised a grand reward for the mask. I can't match it, but I can promise your initiation will proceed smoothly. Will you help me preserve the real Revan? Or will you let Ladra overshadow everything with a Sith relic?
I'll bet that mask would look good on me.
I doubt it's in any condition to wear. Still, that would be better than giving it to Ladra. I don't have to tell you to be careful, but may the Force be with you. May it keep you strong and guide your return.
Gosh, I have so many memories of doing the side quests in this area. Going down there, I remember that. I think not too far from here, there was like one of the first world bosses that you could actually encounter in this game.
Nobody better mess with us now.
I don't know if I ever actually participated in any of those world boss encounters in this game. Mainly because it didn't quite, this wouldn't have been during a time when I actually knew or understood what that was or were. I was so brand new to MMOs, like, I had kind of checked out and experimented with a couple of others here and there, like DC Universe Online. I played that on PS3, I think. Was not all that fun. Looking back on it, I can totally understand why. You know, and I really tried to enjoy that. I was messing around with different things, you know, a flying superhero mentored by Superman, a villain mentored by the Joker, you name it. I tried various different things, and just, you know, probably because I was not subscribed, is probably partly why it hindered my experience, but at the same time, yeah, the way that game was designed, looking back on it, it's no wonder why I didn't enjoy it. I would probably enjoy it less now compared to how I did then. That's just my guess. I think I, like, took a very small, brief look at Elder Scrolls Online. Wasn't really interested. You know, I prefer the single-player experience that games like Skyrim offer, but, you know, that's just me. But yeah, let's just say, like, this was, like, the first MMO that I, like, legit played as, you know, this much.
You must be the operative Lord Barris sent. I thought he'd choose a stealthy assassin, not some senseless savage.
This guy is such a pissant.
Watch who you're calling a savage.
You're not talking to one of Barris's imperial peons. I'll be working for Lord Barris long after you've worn out your welcome.
I'm talking to a stooge who's going to die by my hand.
Care to put that theory to the test?
We've got business to handle. With the entire complex roused, we'll have to get in each other's faces another time. Now listen. Lord Grathan is a rogue Sith who boldly defies the Dark Council. Locked away here, he's been untouchable. Lord Barris wants to let Grathan know he can be reached. And after a year undercover, I've discovered the way. Lord Grathan has a son.
Maybe in another year you can find out his shoe size.
He wears boots, not shoes, smart mouth. I was assigned to
Cut the
find
point.
Grathan's weakness. He's kept his son a secret in order to protect him from his enemies. Grathan would be devastated if his only child and heir was dead. That would send a message.
Won't killing his son just make Grathan mad?
Lord Barris seeks to imbalance Grathan, make him sloppy. Grathan's kid is nearly 20 and strong with the Force. He's been trained in the ways of the Sith since birth. You'll have your hands full.
I'll fill my hands with his entrails.
My, how graphic. You're a true Vulgarian. Grathan's away on business. I managed to hack a special spike that will get you inside his private quarters. But first you're going to have to knock out Grathan's surveillance station so you aren't seen entering the quarters.
Spoilers, he's actually not away. He's still here.
That sounds simple enough.
Yes, we wouldn't want to tax you with anything too complicated. All you have
I'm
to
gonna
do
enjoy killing
is
you.
locate the monitoring stations around the compound and, well, stick your lightsaber in them. Think you can handle that brute?
Keep calling me names, Barl. You're playing with fire.
Is it so easy to get under your skin? That's all then. Destroy the monitoring stations, then get inside Grathan's private quarters. The son's name is Beelslit. Find him and end him. I'll meet you back here when you're done. Try not to screw up.
I kinda like his attitude. All better.
Now, just to give you guys a little perspective to really help continue pointing out the power level difference in terms of just raw personal power between the Sith Warrior and the other 3 Imperial classes. The Warrior is the only one who has a class mission to go here and actually face Grathan, a Sith Lord who is not all right in the head and causing issues with the Dark Council. The other 3 classes don't actually have to directly interact with him, but the Warrior does. Which just goes to further prove how personally powerful the Sith Warrior is. Now, I personally think the Inquisitor is not that far off when it comes to the personal power that's involved here. So it looks like the Mask of Revan is right in here. But as we see throughout the story, the Warrior continues to just showcase his power and how strong he is throughout. Now, the Inquisitor does that quite a bit as well, but it's a little different with the Warrior. Because I should note that the Inquisitor is, of course, going to face some other, Lords of the Sith and other really tough opponents as well in his story, but when it comes to just, going one-on-one, toe-to-toe, the Warrior gets some pretty nice, strong competitions to help showcase just how strong he is.
My brain hurt trying to figure.
I would personally still be, still wear this mask. I actually like this mask a little more. Similarity with Darth Malgus as well as Darth Vader. Not too much of a comparison, but look at that, look at that. Can you see the similarities between this and Vader's mask? Obviously, it's more Darth Malgus's mask, but I hope you guys get my point. I would probably consider putting this on my Inquisitor, but he has his own mask that he can obtain, even in the story, that's unique, I believe, to him and his class, so... Wow, that cape can at times look really funny. Alright. So now, we can continue making our way towards Grathan's son. I don't remember which of these 2 choices is light side or dark side. I'll figure that out when we get there. back. Does it even hint at which one it is? No.
Mother, a stranger approaches.
You don't know the half of it, kid.
I am Sylvanta Grathan. How dare you enter my son's room uninvited? Who are you?
So, I mentioned earlier how there is a sequence of choices that you can make that, let's just say I was very surprised that this was something that you could actually do in this game. I'm going to showcase it for you because it also has quite the reaction from Barris if we carry through with these choices. It's, whew, yeah.
Step aside, woman. I'm here for the boy.
You'll have to kill me first. And while my son is still an acolyte, I am fully Sith.
Then we have something in common, Sylvanta.
Then may the Force give me the strength to defeat you. Beelslit, take cover.
No, Mother! I stand at your side! Attack!
You don't even have a lightsaber, boy!
Nobody better mess with us now.
Stop! You are more than a match for us! Mother, if I am the target, save yourself! I don't want to see you die!
My son, you must not sacrifice yourself for anyone, not even me. You must endure at all costs. Assassin, you've carved your way into the inner sanctum of Lord Grathan's compound, all to kill a boy. You are a breath away from the Master himself. Spare us, and I'll help you destroy Lord Grathan instead.
So, while that is the dark side choice to just go ahead and kill them right here...
You want me to kill your husband? Aren't you the dutiful wife?
I married Lord Grathan for power. It was a means to an end. Now I want out. I'm strong, but can't touch my husband. How long I've waited for someone to end his oppressive rule.
So you've been looking for a way to divorce him, basically.
You have my attention.
A wicked plan is taking shape. Long ago, my husband was nearly beheaded. Now he cannot exist without his helmeted mask. Everyone knows this. Kill Lord Grathan. My son will wear the mask and assume his mantle. He'll publicly rant that his son was murdered. No one will be the wiser.
What's in it for me?
In addition to appearing successful in your task, I'll reward you in either credits or an item of power, your choice.
I actually need some credits.
I'll kill your husband for credits.
Excellent. You won't regret it. Lord Grathan deserves to die. With this pass card, you may enter Lord Grathan's secret chamber. You'll find him there. After you've ended Lord Grathan's miserable existence, bring his masked helmet to me.
Be sure there are no surprises when I return.
I'm certainly not interested in angering someone as lethal as you. Besides, you're doing me a great service. Be wary of Lord Grathan. There are few as attuned to the dark side as he.
I don't think I like the sound of that.
Relax, Vet. He's actually not that strong. In comparison to others that we fight later, but that's besides the point. But remember what I said earlier. This is of the 4 Imperial classes, this is the only one that actually gets to fight Grathan. And I interpret that as because apparently the Warrior's the only one who can go toe-to-toe with him. I think the Inquisitor has a good, legit shot, but he's a little preoccupied with other things that Zash has him working on. But hey, you guys can see that in my Inquisitor run.
Uninvited guest finally arrives. Your feelings betray you, youngster. I sensed your murderous intentions the moment you entered my sanctum. What's more, your unshielded mind has revealed your accomplice, my loving wife.
She sends her love.
Sylvanta is a user, child. She's obsessed with power. It's one of the things that attracted me to her, but it's outgrown its amusement. I am death itself, child. Come embrace the darkness.
I am so scared.
All better.
In fact, you know what? Die. You are death itself. And now you're dead. Yeah, basically, anytime a tough fight is going to be coming up, we'll be able to pull this out and just win. Just win. So, we've killed Grathan and taken his mask. You following?
You're good to go.
Yes, I sensed my husband's death. Lord Grathan is no more. What pleasure to think he suffered.
He didn't enjoy it. He screamed like a stuck cat hound.
Mother, what does this mean? Am I truly to become the master of this house?
You will wear his mask and assume his identity, but you are not yet ready to rule, my dear. The voice will be yours, but the words will be mine.
I have longed for my father's death, and the chance to claim his power.
Yes, this is a great day. You have served us well, my new friend.
Perhaps you could show your appreciation in a more personal manner.
Aren't you the rogue? You freed me from an inconvenient husband and put me in control of this house. Let me show you my appreciation. In private.
Whoa. Wait a minute. You're not seriously considering this. You have really terrible taste in women.
Excuse me. First off, I think my taste in women is just fine, thank you very much. Second off, this is a poor grieving widow who just lost her husband. She needs to be consoled and comforted. And I've heard this is how some women, I'm not saying how many, but I've heard that some women welcome this kind of comfort and consolation after they have lost their... Okay, you know it.
You have really terrible timing, Twi'lek. Have a shock.
I really hate that.
Now that we've cleared that up, all this talk is making me impatient.
Oh, she's ready to go.
Your mother needs some privacy.
Yes, Mother.
And are you going to dismiss your Twi'lek?
Oh my! This is the choice that just floored me. I couldn't believe this is an actual choice.
She never leaves my side.
You've got to be kidding me.
Well, well, well. Whatever you say. It's your party.
Time passes.
All the things I've endured to gain power, this was one of the least unpleasant. You are always welcome in my chamber, friend.
Keep the door unlocked.
Where would the fun be in that? Now leave me. I have much to do now that I control House Grathan.
Can you believe that's an actual choice? And just wait till you hear what we tell Barris when we go back and tell him what happened here. He has quite the reaction to what happened here. But first we have to go deal with this, oh gosh, I have to go back on foot. And the reason for that is because I have to go talk to that pissant who just kept calling me a brute and insulting me. Otherwise I could just fast travel back to the Revanite compound, but no. I gotta go talk to and deal with this guy. Now, this game has a lot of flirt options, and if you think... Now, the Sith Warrior has quite a few flirt options. The male one, anyway. But, let's just say that it doesn't even compare to the smuggler. When I was looking at the list of all the possible romances in the game, the class that had by far the most flirt and romance options in the game was the smuggler. It wasn't even close. And that's for both genders. Like, oh my gosh. I was looking at the list and I was just like, it keeps going. The list of people it just keeps going. Now, in case you haven't seen, I'm actually going to be doing a Dark Side Smuggler run. Like, the way I've kind of decided to do it is this. 3 will be... Okay. You know how it's usually considered, like, the consensus of, well, if you're going to be Republic, you're going to be doing Light Side and such. Whereas if you're on the Empire, you're going to be doing Dark Side stuff. So, there, of course, is, you know, the alternate choices, which can be quite interesting. So what I've decided is this, is that the Warrior, Inquisitor, and Bounty Hunter are going to be Dark Side, while the Imperial Agent will be Light Side. On the Republic side of things... Really, Vet? The 2 Jedi classes will be, of course, be Light Side, the Trooper will be Light Side, and then the Smuggler will be Dark Side. That way I can go ahead and be able to actually show as much of the Light Side and Dark Side stuff on both factions in this game. Like, I considered, like, what if I did, like, a Dark Side Jedi or a Dark Side Trooper, but in the end, I decided that my favorite Dark Side on the Republic side is the Smuggler, and now I can explain why in that playlist when we get there, when you watch that later.
I'm surprised you survived. So is it done? Is Grathan's son dead?
You're a condescending windbag, Bal.
It's pretty easy to push your buttons, Brute. Doesn't say much for Grathan's security forces if a clumsy clod like you was able to bang into his private chamber and off his son.
Why don't you back up that mouth with action?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Killing the murderer of Grathan's son will solidify my cover here. Barris can replace you easily.
Barris will be needing a new spy. I'm going to enjoy killing you.
Though I'm more than capable of facing you alone, a smart man uses every advantage. And I am a smart man.
The intruder! The intruder is here! Everyone to me! Attack!
You are not smart. You are stupid and incompetent. And now you're dead. Slain by the Brute. What a shame for you, Bal. Now let's see. If I I actually don't recall. It's been so long since I've done this questline.
By the stars, you made it back. Did you find the Mask of Revan? Tell me you didn't let Ladra have it. She's mad. And you know it.
Okay, so that's the light side choice.
Ah, you've returned. You must have talked to Tarun by now. Did you make it out to the estate? Did you? Did you see the mask? Wasn't it amazing?
That's the dark side choice.
I have the mask right here.
Oh, you have it. I never thought I'd see it again. Free from Grathan's prison at last. Free from the hands of heretics. It's a wonderful day.
My trial is complete. The mask is yours now.
I wish I'd been there, cutting Grathan's apprentices to pieces again and again. But it was your trial, your privilege. I have a gift for you, to celebrate your success and the completion of the rite. I can't finish your initiation, only the Master can do that. But I can recognize achievement. You've done so very well. The mask will guide us forevermore.
More initiates. The compound's getting less secure all the time. Still, I suppose the Master knows what he's doing. And if you can follow the ways of Revan, we'll judge your worth.
What ways are you talking about?
Revan didn't work alone. Revan had allies, all walks of life. We're no different. You want to join us? You need to face the men and women who got here first and who've proved that they're loyal to the Master.
What would have to be done?
You need to show those in the Master's inner circle that you understand Revan's teachings. They'll ask questions. You'll answer. If they're not satisfied, they'll abandon the test of wisdom and begin your test of strength. Revan didn't suffer the weak.
From what I've seen, weakness prevails among the Revanites.
Then it's time you saw something more. Your pilgrimage starts in the jungle. You'll find your first guide there. He'll determine whether you're worth sending on to the rest. Be ready for anything, Initiate. The jungle's dangerous, and so are the true Revanites.
Fortunately, it's not that far away.
Do you require medical attention? Be well.
On our way over there, Vet starts, saying to me, I cannot believe that you actually forced me to stay in that room. And I shock her to be like, quiet.
So, you have come. You who would join the Order of Revan. I am Moron Dokas, Lord of Beasts. I am Revanite, and I am Sith. What do you say to me?
I haven't seen many non-human Sith.
For decades I have served the Master. He found me when I was a lava and saw that I was strong in the Force. Against the Empire's traditions he trained me. This is the way of Revan, to teach all species the path to power.
What's your point exactly?
It is something you must consider if you are to be a Revanite. It will shape you, change you. Now you will answer a question. And you will answer well, or face the claws of my pets. Why do you think Revan trained aliens in the ways of the Sith? Why did Revan offer power to all seekers?
Revan knew that servants are more useful when they're powerful.
You answer well. You answer wisely. You speak like a true Revanite. You may proceed on your pilgrimage and seek worth in the eyes of another.
Who should I be looking for?
A Revanite. A great warrior and a favored student of the Master. Seek the mercenary called SWTOR as she teaches her soldiers. Then shall your trial continue.
Look at this guy. Yes, dead puppies. Now, what's funny is that I've seen this animation on others. There's a guy on Tatooine with a very dark side corrupted face who's a Sith. He does this same animation over and over all the time, where he's just like, yes, dead puppies. Yeah, it's quite amusing. So if you ever hear me reference the whole, one of the epitomes of evil is, wanting dead puppies and such, it kind of comes from this game. Because of those animations. Huh. I'm surprised I didn't aggro those. There she is.
Talking. Have some of the men head into the city. They've earned a break from training.
Yes, Commander.
It's good to see you alive. Not everyone makes it past Morin. Raymond contacted me from the base. Said you wanted to join our society. Is it true?
Should we be discussing this in public?
My people won't talk, and I've swept the area for bugs. We'll discuss it now. Centuries ago, my clan fought Revan when we invaded the Republic with the rest of the Mandalorians. It was our privilege to battle Jedi. We lost the war over Malchor 5, but that was a privilege too. It's out of respect for Revan that I agreed to join the Master.
You totally lost me.
Mandalorians honor their foes. We respect a hard-earned victory. I serve the Order to ensure Revan's name isn't forgotten. Revan was a warrior, a leader, and deserves to be remembered. Since you're not bound by honor, how do I know you won't sully the Dark Lord's memory? What can you do for the Order in Revan's name?
I'll learn all I can about Revan's past.
Fine. The Order has enough warriors. You might be able to serve. You'll need to talk to one more person before you head back to the compound. Find Major Pathel. He oversees security on the wall.
He's about to meet the next great Revanite.
Glory to Mandalore, and glory to our Master.
Come on over. There's nothing to trouble us here, and we can speak freely. I'm Major Pathel, at your service. It's always wonderful to meet new initiates. The Order of Revan needs all the dedicated young people it can get.
You're awfully cheerful, aren't you?
A necessary precondition of living on the wall, I think. To keep healthy out here, one needs spirit. I don't know how your other meetings went, but I like to conduct these interviews informally. No point making your life difficult, eh? Quite a few initiates, young officers, acolytes, and the like, think our secret society will help them become Morphs or Dark Lords. You're not like that, I presume?
I need no help to claim my rightful place.
Ha! I didn't think so. Not every initiate realizes that advancement in the Revanites does not guarantee advancement in the Empire, nor how dangerous being a Revanite really is. The Dark Council seeks to root us out. So, how do we respond? How do we answer the Empire's accusations of heresy?
We move secretly. We manipulate those in power.
Exactly. We work in the shadows to reform the Empire, but we don't betray its ideals. That's all I needed to make my judgment. I'm going to send a message to the compound. Raymond will be waiting for you.
Does this mean my trial's done?
Well, that's not for me to say, but I have a good feeling about you. Journey safely, and be proud to be a part of the Order of Revan.
So you finished the pilgrimage. Not bad. I don't know what happened out there. It's none of my business. But the Inner Circle approves of your initiation.
How often do initiates fail?
Honestly? If you can survive the pilgrimage, you're probably a worthy initiate. But a lot of initiates don't survive at all. You did good in this trial. Now you'll have to find someone else to show you the next stage of the journey.
If that's right, I have no more need for you.
Good luck. Every step brings you closer to the Master.
Well, you really made it, didn't you? I've been hearing a lot about your progress, hearing about your trials. Your initiation has not been an easy one, but you've met the challenge and showed you can walk Revan's path. Now you may undergo the final rite.
It took you long enough.
This won't be a waste. This time you're ready. The Master will complete your lessons, and you'll be welcomed as a full member of the Order of Revan. This is a great privilege. The Master reveals himself to no one outside the Order.
At last, the respect I deserve.
You may go to the Master in his chamber. He will be waiting for you. Listen to him, obey him. Through the Master, you will know the path of Revan.
By the way, notice how much they keep saying
You're
him
good to go.
and his. Just take note of that.
You who have died and been reborn, stand before me now. You who have reclaimed the ancient past, stand before me now. You who have demonstrated power and wisdom to my followers, look upon the Master of the Order of Revan.
Are you too afraid to show your face?
Silence! This is the end of your initiation and the beginning of your true journey. You will walk the path of Revan forevermore. The enemies of the Order will force you to move in shadows. But we shall keep your secrets safe, as you shall keep ours.
The time for subterfuge is over. Know me for who I am.
All that to meet up with you? I'm hardly impressed.
If I wanted you to be impressed, I would never have come to meet you. I apologize for the deception, and for not meeting you sooner. But you must know how badly the Dark Council wants me dead. The Order of Revan threatens everything the Dark Council prizes.
Your ego is overinflated.
You've seen the power of Revan's path. Do you really still doubt? Revan came to Drummond Cast after being reborn. Some believe Revan died at the hands of our Emperor. I believe otherwise. I believe Revan overthrew the Emperor and has sat secretly on the throne for 3 centuries. Aside from our Order, only the Dark Council knows the truth.
Yeah, no comment on regards to what we learn in the expansion about Revan later. Not even bringing that up here.
I don't like where this seems to be going.
I have heard whispers in the Citadel. For decades, the Emperor has been in seclusion. The Dark Council no longer speaks with him. The only explanation is this. The Dark Council betrayed their leader and locked Emperor Revan away, seizing power for themselves. They seek to silence us because we know.
They want to silence you because they think you're heretics.
They do. But listing their many reasons for destroying us is pointless. I would ask for your help. My agents tell me that you met with a Sith named Sandor, a man who seeks to destroy the Revanites. End his threat. Go to Sandor and tell him that you met the Revanite leader. Tell him that the leader is his own master, Darth Charnas.
What makes you think I won't betray you instead?
You're one of us now. I put my trust in you, Revanite. I obtained this Sith amulet from Charnas. Give it to Sandor. He'll believe you stole it from his master while among the Revanites. They will turn against each other. When this is done, though, when you've spoken to Sandor, you cannot return here.
Somehow, I'm not terribly disappointed.
Sandor must never suspect your true allegiance. You must walk the path of Revan on your own. The path to power. The path neither Jedi nor Sith. May the Force be with you. May it make you strong.
She is so convinced that, well, of course you're going to follow our ways now. Of course you've now officially become a Revanite, so of course it... Wow. She's like, you're one of us now. I'm like, no. No, I'm not.
The Master of the Lightsaber returns. It must have taken great willpower to leave the Revanite cultists alive long enough to investigate them. Tell me now, did you find what we need? Did you see the face of the leader?
She's a Sith Lord. Dark-skinned with black hair and tattoos.
I know her. I know her, yes! Tari Darkspanner. My master knows her. We will use her. The Dark Council will strip her of her power, her mind, and her life.
Whatever you can do to her and her people, it isn't enough.
Likely true, but I'm sure the punishment will suffice. I promised you a reward in the name of Darth Charnas, so you shall have it. You have served the Empire well. Thanks to you, we have the means to obliterate this society of heretics. The name of Revan will be spoken on Drummond Cast no more.
I have completed my task then.
Of course. Leave me now. It is time to put Darth Charnus' plans into action.
Huh, I got the Revanite title. Alright, now let's go see Barriss. Now, he, of course, did not want Grathan killed, but he doesn't have to know that. As long as the son actually plays his part, pretending to be his father all distraught and devastated, and yeah.
You are strong, but you could
All
be
better.
stronger.
Ooh, an AoE taunt.
I cannot break him!
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen Barriss lose his cool like that.
Nice lungs you got there.
Mind your tongue! All right.
I feel your anger, Master.
Blind, deaf, comatose lobotomy patient could feel my anger!
Okay, I'm officially scared.
This is impossible. An unknown power must be shielding this man, which only confirms my suspicions. This Republic agent is the key to unlocking the threat we face. I must harness my rage and frustration. They will lead me to an answer.
Trust your feelings, Master.
The minion advises the master. Very good. You'll demonstrate your progress. And the word has spread that Lord Grathan is incensed at the slaying of his secret son. I take it that was your handiwork?
Listen to Barriss's reaction to us telling him about what we did. And also watch Vet. Because, yeah.
After dealing with his son, I stayed to socialize with Lady Grathan. An added humiliation for him.
Ah, my young apprentice, you have just cheered me up. I haven't heard from Drykel Ball, my agent in Grathan's camp. He's missed a scheduled communication. Let me guess. He gave you trouble, did he?
I just find it so amusing that Barriss was pleased to hear that we not only, dealt with Grathan, but then we further humiliated Grathan by sleeping with his wife. Or, in what Barriss doesn't actually know, his widow. But that's besides the point. He was just, oh, you have cheered me up.
He gave me no trouble at all.
I can sense the truth behind your words, apprentice. Ball can be replaced. Now,
Indeed.
back to my prisoner. There's one last possibility to break him. I thought it impossible, but perhaps there's a small chance you could pull it off. Over a millennium past, the Emperor claimed Drummond Cass and made the Dark Temple the epicenter of Dark Force energy. In the bowels of the temple, he conducted horrifying experiments that drained the knowledge and life essence from all the greatest Sith Lords of the time.
He destroyed his own lords.
They existed to serve their master, and that they did. He siphoned them to make himself immortal and all-knowing. The Emperor created a device called the Ravager that ate his victims' minds and delivered to him their greatest secrets. No one could withstand the Ravager's intrusion. Even the strongest Sith Lords of the Empire confessed whatever the Emperor craved.
I'm sure the Emperor has the best toys.
I wouldn't call the Ravager a toy, apprentice. It's not to be taken lightly.
It's good to be the king.
Keeps the Ravager hidden in the Dark Temple, which has, in his absence, become a death trap.
There's a good chance the horrors that await you will be too severe. But it's worth your life to me.
I love that line.
A secret chamber in the depths of the Dark Temple where the Ravager was encased. You'll know the device by its inscription. Be swift, apprentice.
I love that he says, well, it's incredibly dangerous, but it's worth your life to me. You don't usually hear that, but that's just very amusing, and to me that's very Barris. He's like, oh, it's going to be horrible and dangerous, but it's worth your life to me.
You're good to go.
The Force is a weapon. I will show you
Alright,
how
so
to wield
I'm going
it.
to go ahead and cut it off here, and when we return, we'll be heading to the Dark Temple to find the Ravager. Stay tuned.